Hey, my friend Miles Seeger's a magnetic online marketer and founding member of the 4% group. Hope you're doing well, guys. Listen, got a question for you, and I want you to be honest when you think about this, when you communicate with me virtually through this screen here. How many of you are trading your time for money? Now, I want to give you a second to couple of seconds to think about that. Let me ask you again. How many of you are trading your time for money? Well, I can tell you, I used to do that for a number of years. And I realized over time that if I really wanted to create that elusive resource in my life, let me say that one more time. I quickly realized if I wanted to create that elusive resource in my life, I needed to do something different. Now, you say, Miles, what is that resource you're talking about? Folks, it's called time. Now, listen, you and I are no different. You have 24 hours a day, okay? I have 24 hours a day. Wealthy people, whether you're a millionaire or a billionaire, that's one thing that is equal across the board. We all have the same amount of time. But the key is what you do with that time. So, what I want to share with you is a concept that wealthy people have been using for a number of years. You know, I've been blessed, I've been fortunate to be able to rub shoulders and elbows with a lot of wealthy people. I've grown my online marketing business over the years, been to a lot of events and seminars, and been exposed to a lot of different ideas that many people are just not, normally exposed to on a daily basis. And I want to share them with you. And I want to share actually three, my friends, just three. Okay, let's keep it simple, all right? 3 income earning strategies with you. And the first one is called M1. The second one, appropriately, is called M2. And the third one, my friend, is called M3. So I'm going to write these on my whiteboard so you can remember them. All right, so we have M1, we have M2, all right, and we have M3. Now, what I'm going to do right now, just to give you a heads up, I'm going to put some stars around this one. All right? I don't want to take your focus off of the other two, but at the same time, I really want you to focus on, all three of them. I'm not going to explain them to you. So, having a strategy, folks, having an income producing strategy is going to allow you to live the life you want. If you're trying to create a business, whether it's online or whether it's offline, it's going to allow you the opportunity to build that business and create that lifestyle that you're looking for. But I want to show you what are some of the flaws with, I would say, 2 of these strategies. Certainly one is better than the other, and we're going to go through them right now. So anyway, let's get back to the beginning, folks. Let's talk about M1. Now, remember when I first started this video, I asked you a question. And I'm sure you've had time to think about it. I wanted to know how many of you are trading your time for money. And the reason why I ask you that, because that is the M1 strategy, where you trade your time for, we'll just put a dollar sign, money. Where you trade your time for money. Now, what's the problem with M1? Well, the problem with M1 is, folks, you only have, as I said in the beginning, you only have so much time. So listen, even if you are a high-paid professional, I don't know, maybe you're a doctor, you're an attorney, you're some type of professional. Who knows? Maybe you're a dentist. Talking to my dentist out there. The problem with that is, folks, is that you only have so much time. You can only produce so much income based on your efforts. Okay, that's a problem, because again, even if it's a highly paid profession, you could be a laborer, you could be a plumber. Guys, it doesn't matter whether it's blue collar or white collar. You only have so much time, and when it's only you, what you're really doing is trading your time for money. And that's a flawed income earning strategy. For example, let's talk about doctors for a minute. Because doctors, and also attorneys. Doctors are learning or starting to learn that the way they can really increase their practice is by adding, more clients, spending more time at the office. Same thing with attorneys. Attorneys love the idea of billable hours, but the thing is, you can only allocate so much time to your business because it's you. It's only you. So again, it's a very flawed strategy where you're trading your time. All right, I should put a little clock there. You're trading your time for money. So that's M1, folks. Now, I want to share M2 with you. M2 is much better, and I'm going to tell you why. M2 is where you invest. All right, give me a chance to write this down, guys, and I'll move out of your way. You invest money. You invest to earn, and I'll just put a little dollar sign there too. Earn money. Great, incredible strategy. With M2, you're moving in the right direction. You're investing to earn money. Now, there's a problem. There's a problem with M2. The problem with M2 is that most people really don't know how to use it. I would say probably 3 out of 100 people really know how to incorporate an M2 strategy. So there's flaw. Again, we can talk about, for example, on another video, we can talk about, all the people that invest in real estate, people that invest in stocks and bonds and futures. And while you see some people doing well, would you agree with me? It's a very small percentage that really can work that income earning model. So now that brings us, my friend, to M3. Now, M3, my friend, is my favorite. I discovered this, many years ago. And I've been incorporating it into my business ever since. And it's the number one strategy, in my opinion. It's the number one income producing strategy. And here's why I say that. M3, my friend, is incorporated by wealthy people. The wealthy truly understand this strategy and they implement it on a daily basis. So what is M3? Well, M3 is where, and I'm gonna write this out here. M3 is where you, okay, I wanted to do a little smiley face here, but let me make that better for you guys. That's a little sloppy, okay? Let's put a little smiley face. Okay. So it's where you multiply. One of my favorite words. Multiply your time. Very important, that keyword time. Through the efforts of others, other people. So let me move out of your way a little bit. So M3, my friend, is where you multiply your time, that valuable resource that none of us have enough of, where you multiply your time through the efforts of others. And the way we do that, we incorporate something called MSIs, multiple streams of income or multiple sources of income, depending on what school you come from. And that, my friend, is how you can really, really build a business and create that time. Think about this. Again, you only have so much time in your business. And again, I might be a little bit biased, but I think one of the best businesses to have out there is a business where you use the power of the internet. Now, who knows? Maybe you are an attorney. Maybe you are a doctor. And again, I'm using these high-paid professionals to give you guys an example. If you're in one of those disciplines, you're in one of those professions, if you are not using the power of the internet, marketing your business online, you really have no business. But still, you're normally, let me get out of your way, you're normally stuck right here. And this is where you want to be, my friend. You want to be at M3. So, how do you do that? How do you do that regardless if you're blue collar or white collar? Again, as I said, you do that by incorporating MSIs, multiple streams of income. And that is how the wealthy do it. That's how the wealthy have been doing it for years. And that's what the wealthy also teach their children. So, question for you. How can you do this? You're probably wondering, okay, Miles, that sounds great. Miles, I'm not I'm not from a wealthy family. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not a billionaire. How do I incorporate these type of concepts that you're talking about? Well, here's how. Here's how. By setting up multiple streams of income, and ideally, it's better to set up these multiple streams of income online. Now, your next question may be, well, Miles, that's great. So, what do you recommend, Miles? I mean, what type of stream of income are you talking about? And again, is this something I can do myself? I know a lot of you probably never even have tried making money online, or maybe you've been trying to make money online for years and you're a little bit stuck. I want to submit to you that the reason why you're stuck is because you're not incorporating again the M3 strategy where you're setting up MSIs. Now, here's the dilemma. A lot of people understand, like, Miles, I got it. Okay, I see here. You multiply your time through the efforts of others using, I'm going to add this here so you guys can remember, using MSIs. Okay, which stands for multiple streams of income. Here's my question for you. How would it be? How would it be if you had access to a system that vetted and strategically sift and sorted through, stay with me here, sift and sorted through all of the multiple or thousands of MSIs that are out there? Because again, I see a lot of people start businesses and they try to incorporate MSIs in their business, and many times they fail. Why is that? Well, just like I tell my team, it's important that you do incorporate MSIs in your business, but you do not want to add MSIs on top of MSIs until your very first MSI is kind of turned into an automated income producing system on its own. And that can certainly happen if you use the right MSIs. And not only that, strategically, my friend, these MSIs need to work together. They need to make sense. It's not about just, for example, for all you affiliate marketers out there, it's not about just going to ClickBank, and just picking a random product. Even if you've taken some course and the course told you to select products based on gravity, it's a lot more than just basing your selections on gravity, folks. It's, again, understanding how your initial MSI, the first one, how that synergistically or strategically ties into the others. That can be very difficult, folks, especially when you are first getting familiar with the M3 strategy. It can be very difficult. What if there's a way you could set up these multiple streams of income without having to pick them yourself? What if someone else, vetted these multiple streams of income? And also, what if someone set up all of the marketing streams, all of the marketing plans, all of the marketing information you're going to need for your new business in order to promote that? How could you imagine having something like that where here you are, never really made money online before. Maybe you come from a blue collar background. I keep saying blue collar because my family and I'm from a blue collar background. My father worked, 60 to 70 hours per week at a steel mill. So I know all about blue collar. And then I graduated into white collar, all right, because I was the only son out of 3 that went to college. Got a degree in accounting, believe it or not, and I graduated into the white collar world. So I've seen both worlds, and I understand that both worlds really don't even understand M2, let alone M3. Well, what I want to share with you today, my friends, there's a system right now. There's a system out there that you can tap into, and you can incorporate M3 income earning strategies into your life, all done for you. It's called the 4% Group. Now, I've been involved with the 4% Group for a while now. In fact, I'm a founding member. And I want to just give you just a quick example. And before I do that, I want to give you an income disclaimer. The results I've been able to earn in my business, using M3 strategies, incorporating the 4% Group, is not quite typical, all right? Again, at the time of me shooting this video, I've been online now for not very long, a little over 3.5 years. I think I'm coming up on a 4-year anniversary very soon, but I've used 4% group, marketing strategies, funnels. All this stuff is built out for you. When I say funnels and landing pages, you online marketers know what I'm talking about. If you're not familiar with online marketing, just trust me. These are concepts that you're going to learn if you decide to become a member of the 4% group. When I talk about landing pages and marketing and all, guys, here's what I'm talking about. I'm really just talking about having someone build out the front door to your business. Maybe you have a brick and mortar store. Maybe you have a pizza shop. Listen, how are your customers going to get in unless you have a front door? And that's what I'm referring to when we're talking about landing pages and different funnels. So the beautiful thing, folks, about the 4% group is that it's all set up for you. Now, I took the 4% group and I used that marketing system, okay? It was my M3. I used that marketing system to promote a product, okay? I promoted this product over about 60 days, around 60 days. To be fair, it was probably about 51 days or 52. The reason why I say that is because during that 60-day period, my wife and I went on 2 business trips. Each one was about a week, so that took away about 10 days. So I'll be fair and say about 50 or 51 days. Now, again, I'm going to put this income disclaimer out there. The number I'm going to tell you is probably going to blow your mind, but it's totally true and all documented. During that time period, by incorporating MSIs, using the 4% group, funnels, marketing systems, I was able to generate a little over $224,000 during a 52-day period. Now, the way I was able to do that is within that system, within the M3 strategy, one of my MSIs, it was a very high ticket item. Okay, I want to be fair with you. It wasn't a $20 widget from ClickBank or a $100 something from blah blah blah. It was a high ticket item. In fact, I can break this down for you. This particular product that we were promoting, very high ticket. It was paying commissions 40%, and the commission we would earn on each sale was $4,800. And then on top of it, once we reached a certain number, we were also given a very generous $100,000 bonus for this company that we were promoting and still promoting. You want to know more about that? We can certainly talk. So adding all that together, guys, that's the power. Using that particular MSI, it allowed us to generate over $224,000 in a little over 51 or 52 days. Incredible. And not only that, remember, we're using M3. We're using multiple sources of income. That was just one source of income. Do you know that I have 2 others? So as of right now, I'm using 3 multiple sources of income. And not only that, within the 4% group, I take that back. Within the 4% group, we have multiple sources of income where the income's coming in and day out without us having to do a thing. It's all through the system. It's all set up. It's what I like to say, but I'm kind of hesitating using this term. It's the true, but it really is, guys. It's the true done for you system. So again, I wanted to share this with you because, I see people struggling every day. I see people working so hard, 14 hours a day, many times 7 days a week, and they're trading their time for money. Not only are they trading their time, they're trading their health, and it just really upsets me when I see this, and it doesn't have to happen. Because what most people, or a lot of people, are not willing to do when nothing against wealthy people, okay? I'm aspiring to, be able to consider myself a wealthy person. So, but I noticed that a lot of people learn these strategies and they don't really want to share it with other people. Maybe they like to keep it within the family. I'm not sure why, but I wanted to share this with you guys, all right? I wanted to share with you that there are actually 3 income earning strategies. But the strategies you want to build your life around, that you want to build your business around is using the M3 strategy. And the way you can do that, my friend, especially if you're new, even if you are advanced, you've been in business for a while, one of the best ways to do that is to tap in and leverage a system that has the MSIs. Where are they? Right here. Okay. Has the MSIs included in that. And that is, my friend, I'll write it right here, the 4% group. In fact, I built my own personal team around the 4% group. So, listen, if you want to know more about the 4% group, you want to shift this paradigm that's been created by society, and you want to live your life and be able to do what the wealthy people do. Listen, guys, you can get wealthy. Listen, I'm not talking about becoming a billionaire or a millionaire overnight, guys. I'm talking about creating true wealth in your life. What is wealth? Wealth is just an extension of time. Wealth is how much time you can take off from what you're doing, okay? How much time you can spend away from your job or your business, and you can still continue that same lifestyle without being there. Hey, one of the best ways to do that is to multiply your time through the efforts of others. And that's by incorporating an M3 strategy that you will find, get out of your way here, that you will find inside the 4% group. So, hey, Mile Seekers, I just wanted to share those strategies with you. If you want to know more about the 4% group, you'd like to work with me and my team, listen, there definitely should be a link somewhere around this video, depending on if you're watching it on YouTube or maybe you are on one of my landing pages. You know, the button could be here, it could be here, but you might be watching me on YouTube, so look in the description, you'll see a link. Go to that link, all right? Find out more about the 4% group, and I would love to, not just me, my team and I, we'd love to work with you. So again, I'm Miles Seegers, and as I say to my team, every time we meet, we have our meetings every week, I say to my team, I will see you, my friend, at the very top. Take care.